Hi everybody, welcome to Target Pilates Online and to today's class. So today I'm just going to do a sort of mainly hamstring, lower back mobilizing stretch. So they're active stretches we're going to be moving throughout most and more towards the traditional Pilates exercise. Great one for the chaps. I know a lot of you have really tight hamstrings and backs, or perhaps a great one to do after, perhaps you've done some activity and you've got some delayed onset muscle soreness. For myself, I really need this class today because I've just started to go back to running after my pregnancy and my hamstrings and lower back are screaming at me. So I thought, what better time to film this class? So let's just come and lie down on our backs. So you want a bit of mat away from your foot, let's say. So just lying down on the back. I'm going to do this slightly differently in that the first section I'm going to just film one leg than the other leg because I really want you to feel the difference that you're making, which is always good fun to do. So let's just start off hands down, long and low, heels in line with sit bones, and we've got ankles, knees and hips aligned around about hip distance apart, and we're just going to take 6 pelvic tilts. So take an inhale here, neutral spine, exhale, scoop the abs and just tuck the pelvis between the legs. So we're pressing the lower back into the mat and then rolling away. And again, exhale, half roll back, press the back into the mat, scooping the abs in and then return. So we're exhaling to go back, inhaling to return. Inhale, return. And again, 4, exhale, roll back. Inhale, return. And again, a couple more times. Just to sort of mobilize a little bit. Last one. And then come back. Now we're going to take a single leg bicycle. So keep the pelvis connection across the lower back. Keep it even. Hands long and low again. You can go a little wider if you feel like you need more ballast, or just a bit of space underneath your armpits can be nice. So let's just fold in the right leg. So it's just a hinge from the hip, the abdominals are connected, and I want to see how close I can draw the thigh in towards my chest without changing the position of my pelvis. Now extend the leg up towards the ceiling, and we're still with the pointed foot here. Now flex the foot, lower it down, but just think about reaching it away. We're only going one direction with these, so we're reaching it all the way long, and then slide it back in. So heel to sit bone, fold the thigh in, extend up with the pointed foot, flex it, lower it down, and really reach away, keeping the abdominals connected and the pelvis level. Draw the heel back in towards the sit bone, fold the thigh to your chest. Extend the leg with a pointed foot, stretch the back of the leg. Now flex the foot, reaching through your heel. Nice straight leg, lower all the way down to the mat. Great. A few more here. And we fold the thigh in, extend it up, flex and lower down. And then drag it in, fold the thigh to chest, extend it up, flex and lower. And drag it in. Now fold the thigh to chest and just take a hold of the back of that right leg. So we could add some abs in here if we were to curl the head off the ground whilst we're doing this exercise. If you want to stay more into just the hamstring stretch element of it, head stays down. So we take an inhale here. Exhale, let's scissor. So extend your left leg along the mat, the right leg to the ceiling, stretch. Bend both in. So drag the left heel back in and the right leg retracts. And again, 2, stretch. And retract everything back, keeping the pelvis level and stable. 3. And return. And again, 4. And return. 5. Keep those hips nice and still. Try not to shorten through the right side. Great. And last one here, 6. Stay out. Now we're going to climb a tree. So walking up the leg, pull the leg to face here. Let's just hold. You can leave the head down if that's better. Relax the shoulders. Pull the leg towards your face. Now flex and point. Stay scooped in the abs. 2. I'm going to take 6 flex and points. 4. 5. Good. And 6. Now bend the knee in, pull it to your chest. Last couple breaths here, just literally 3 rounds of breath in this sort of slight hip flexor stretch, nothing too punchy. Just think about opening the front of that left hip, keeping it long and open. And then let's slide the left leg in, cross right ankle over left knee. Could just push away if that already feels like it's a good stretch in your outer hip. If you're able, take an inhale as you exhale, connect the abdominals, fold the left leg in and take a hold of either behind the thigh or even on top of the shin if that doesn't cause you neck and shoulder tension. I'm going to sit in the middle here today. Now you could choose to rock here if you want, but the goal is that this shin is parallel to the wall in front of you. So just holding and relaxing there. Should just feel like we're opening up a little bit. Let's just take one last breath here. Exhale out. Let's release the legs, step it to the ground. Now step your right leg off of your left. Now that's done for the right side. Let's just step out and see how we feel. And just notice how that feels left to right. Should feel that the right side feels longer, possibly a bit lighter, just a bit more kind of released. Perhaps it feels like something's been moved through it, which undoubtedly it has, just by getting the circulation going a little bit. We had quite a bit of flex and point work in there, absolutely on purpose. So let's now step the right foot in. And then from here, slide the left heel towards you. We're back into the bicycles, arms long and low pelvis, stable in neutral. Fold the thigh in, so deepen the crease in the front of that left hip. Extend the leg to the ceiling. Flex the foot, lower down, reaching through the heel to the wall in front of you. Keep the abdominals connected and in. Drag the heel to the sit bone. Fold the thigh to the chest. Extend it up, pointed foot. Flex the foot, reach through the heel, lower down. Let's have it in. This is 3. Extend it up, flex, and lower. Keeping everything nice and still and stable. Fold the thigh in, extend up, pointed foot, turn to a flexed foot, reach out. 2 to go. Fold it in, extend it up, flex and lower. Last one, drag it in, fold in, extend up, flex the foot and lower. Now we're going to come into those scissor extensions. So fold the thigh in, take a hold of the back of it, clasping the hands. Check in to see that your pelvis is level. If you want more abs, you're going to do it from the curl up position. If you want more stretch focus, leave the head down. Slide away your right leg, extend the left leg up, 2 pointed feet. Pelvis is stable. Retract everything back into the middle. And again, 2. And bend it in. And 3. Good. And 4. Good. Let's keep everything nice and still. 5. And last time, 6. We're going to stay there. Now reach through that right foot, and now we're going to just come up a little bit and just hold the leg there. Draw it towards you, but keep this hip crease working away from you. We're flexing and pointing for 6. And point. 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. Bend the knee, pull it to your chest, and it can go slightly wide if that feels better, but I'm just kind of pulling towards kind of the edge of my collarbone here. Just around about 3 breaths. Just have one more for luck here. Breathe it out. Now let's step in the right leg, turn the left leg out and rest left ankle against right knee. And again, you can either just simply press that knee and thigh away from you, or fold the right leg in, thread the hands through the middle, and just find a stretch there. The deepest stretch is to kind of come up to the shin and then try to sort of lie back down. That, I think, a step too far for me today. And just take a few rounds of breath here. So one last breath here. And breathe it out. Step down your right leg, uncross your left. Slide both away. And let's just give the hips a bit of a wriggle and just see how we feel. Should feel pretty good there. Open through the front of the hips. Relax through the lower back. Hamstrings a little released. Let's just step the feet back in one at a time. And then we're going to fold them in one at a time. Grab your knees. I've got my legs right together and I'm just taking them in a circle, slightly away from me, and then allowing the back to round into the spine. And 3, just play around with the positioning of this, but it should feel nice just to really round the lower back into the mat and roll across the back of the pelvis. So we're going all one way to start, 6 one way, then we'll go 6 the other. This is the last one here. Now change the direction. And maybe just think about trying to pull the knees a little closer to you each time. Deepening that hip flexion should get us a little bit more opening through the lower back. If it's not appropriate for you, then just stick with something that's comfortable. Just come back to the center and just hug them in. If it feels good to take your forehead to your knees, so sometimes it really feels nice to kind of continue that on. And then let's rock and roll ourselves up to a seat. I'm not rushing, I'm trying to really roll through my spine, tucking the pelvis. And let's do one more. Come all the way up and let's turn to face front. And just notice if you are sitting cross-legged like me, how that feels now, having done that little bit of opening through the glutes, the lower back should feel like just a broader base of connection to the mat. Anyway, that was a very quick little hamstring and low back mobilizer. A little bit of abs thrown in. I hope that you really enjoyed that class and I will see you again soon. Hi guys, this is Christina from Target Pilates Online. If you've enjoyed this class today, why not check out our website for our entire back catalogue of videos and courses, weekly 60-minute class and bi-monthly live events, all totally ad-free. Come visit us today at targetpilates.online or click on the link below this video.